This video covers the basic programming steps for the Penny & Giles RNet control system using the PC programming station, which allows parameters to be tailored to the individual user's needs. After connecting the wheelchair and loading its parameter file, the Start screen shows the menu tree on the left. It is highlighted in yellow and lists all main function groups. Each main menu item contains submenus or parameters that can be adjusted. The first menu item is Profile Management. Here, you can create and modify individual profiles. In an Ottobock standard parameter set, the profiles are set up as follows. Profile 1 is enabled as the standard driving profile. Profiles 2 and 3 are pre-configured for alternative input devices on an Omni module. They are only enabled if the corresponding input device is installed on the wheelchair. Profiles 4, 5, and 6 are also pre-configured and can be used, for example, to add a second control device to the wheelchair or to connect an alternative input device directly to the RNet bus. Profile 7 is intended for wheelchairs equipped with a gyroscope. It is used to temporarily disable the gyroscope. This may be necessary, for example, if the wheelchair is used on a ship. Profile 8 is pre-configured for the attendant control, which can be added at any time without programming by connecting it to the bus system. Within each profile, individual modes can be enabled or disabled in the row labeled Mode Enable. Clicking the respective field in a profile opens a drop-down menu. Enabled modes are shown with a blue background and white text. By default, Profile 1 has drive, seating, Bluetooth functions, the infrared remote control, and the IOM 1 and 3 modules enabled. The wheelchair display only shows functions that are enabled and for which the required modules are installed. If a module is installed later, the corresponding functions are automatically recognized when they have been enabled here. In this example, we disable programming by deselecting it under Mode Enable. This is the standard factory setting, and we recommend keeping it disabled. The background of the disabled function is now shown in white, but the change is not yet active. This is indicated by red text on a yellow background in the Mode Enable field. To activate changes in the system, click the program arrow. The updated data is then transferred to the wheelchair. Note that the configuration menu is predefined by Ottobock and should not be modified. Under Speeds, you can adapt the driving parameters for each driving profile to the user's needs. Any changed parameters must be tested together with the user. The meaning of each parameter is described in the accompanying documents and in the wheelchair's service manual. When you hover the mouse pointer over a parameter or menu item, a help text is displayed. Parameters can only be changed within the manufacturer's limits. If you attempt to program parameters outside the permitted limits, a pop-up window appears showing the allowable minimum and maximum values. Under Controls, you will find the submenu Global. Here, various general wheelchair functions are configured. For example, whether profile changes are allowed while driving, whether the user may adjust speed while driving, and whether a reverse driving alarm sounds. You can also set which mode the wheelchair starts in when switched on. In this example, it is set to the last mode that was active before the system was switched off. The External Profile Jack function menu item allows you to set whether external switches can be used to operate actuators and seating functions, or whether an emergency stop switch must be present. The mouse click function via external switches can also be enabled or disabled here. The joystick menu provides options to adjust the joystick on the X and Y axes, including joystick throw. To illustrate, we open the monitor function and move the joystick. In this example, the user cannot push the joystick beyond 50% of its range. By limiting the maximum throw to 50%, full driving speed is achieved at half the joystick movement. This can be programmed separately for each direction. You can also invert the joystick or adapt the response characteristics to the user's abilities. The menu, Profiled, offers various options for configuring functions within a driving profile. These include setting how long the wheelchair stays active before entering sleep mode, adjusting the standby time, and defining the functions available in standby. The Speed Paddles menu is used to program and configure the functions of the speed buttons. In the Latched menu, you can program functions that operate in latched mode. These include the latched drive mode, also known as cruise control, and latched operation for actuators and seating functions. In the Seating menu, the Intelligent Seating Module submenu is available. Here you can make settings related to seat functions. The submenu, Global, lets you set the entry point for the seating menu. Under Axes Setup, the names of individual functions can be changed. The Channels menu allows fine-tuning of actuator response and speed for the seating functions. In the Motor menu, under Global, slight deviations in straight-ahead tracking can be compensated via Steer Correct. You can also change the unit used for the displayed speed here.